Hi guys, and welcome to hashtag I was here unfiltered part 2. So from now on in all my videos, I want to make sure to give a personal and specific shout out to people that have helped me in whatever ways to produce these videos, people who given me ideas of what to say, well, not what to say, but what I can speak on, because a lot of people in my life, they know I be going through stuff, I be learning, I be growing, I be evolving, I be working on myself every single day. So with that being said, I want to give Mitsuka Atis, I love you Mitsu, a special shout out because she is definitely one person that embodied this whole video for today. And the reason why I say that is because I like to have intentional conversations with my friends. We don't talk about caca here. Like, we don't spend hours, disregarding or disrespecting someone else. We take the time to really get to know one another, and we take the time to be intentional in conversation. We don't have lower class level conversations. I'm sorry if people might be offended by that, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a woman of stature and I do not have tete conversations with people. Tete meaning nonsense. But my friend Mitsuka and I had a conversation about growth. And my whole YouTube channel basis is like on growth and different places in which I've grown and different places in which I've evolved in. So I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of my growth and understanding process of what growth really is, and hopefully it'll help somebody today. All right, so I know y'all saw the title of my video, and the title of my video is Growth Isn't Linear. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of us many times expect things to happen instantly. It's like, okay, well, I heard this, I learned this, I starting to absorb it, got the tip of it, but I expect myself to be an expert at it. So like, say for instance, for example, myself, in recent conflicts that I've had lately with friends, with special people, is boundaries. I am definitely the worst person with other people's boundaries. I don't know why. I don't know. Well, let's not say I don't know why. Let's say that a part of it stems from like my upbringing. So in my household, this is not excuses, guys. This is just me kind of like reflecting on where I learned these bad habits from and kind of choosing to do better, so to speak. But in regards to boundaries, in my household, we have no boundaries. Like, no boundaries at all. Like, my mother, my grandmother, they will say, do whatever. There is nothing, absolutely nothing at all that slides. So like, when it comes to my friends, sometimes let's say for instance, I'll tell them like, let's go here and there and let's go do this and that and third, and they'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that. Like, I'll sometimes take offense to it, like, what the hell, why not? Like, and then like, say for instance, it is because it's crossing someone's boundary line, it's hitting their limits, right? I'll like kind of take offense to that at times, and then the people around me, they'll get offended by that. It's like, I have this boundary, why aren't you respecting it? Like, for instance, I had a conversation with one of my friends recently, and I had asked her to go to the gym with me, and she basically told me, right now I'm not comfortable going. I don't feel comfortable being in a space with multiple people. I feel like I might be judged, and I don't want that. And I'm like, yo, bro, the whole point of us going to the gym is so that you can release and remove what excess amount of fat that you want to remove. And she's like, I don't feel comfortable, I don't want this, like, no. And I'm like, yo, like, that don't make any sense. If you want to lose it, why are you not going to the gym? Like, just go pick up the weights and go. And then she's like, please respect, she said to me, please respect the fact that I just don't want to go. And like, I read that and I was like, initially, hold on, okay, I read that message and I was just initially like, what, why? Like, but then again, I thought back on it and I'm like, okay, well, if I were in her shoes and I had certain things that I was not comfortable with, I wouldn't want someone to push me. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna respect it, I got it, I get you. Gave her some space. And another instance is another conflict that I had with one of my friends in, like, I think it was like March, where there was a boundary line that was definitely overstepped, and I can't really get into too much detail about that situation, but long story short, this person was offended by that, really highly offended by that. And, you know, I respected her for that. I didn't respect the way everything went down, you know, because sometimes people do things that make you feel uncomfortable. But, you know, it happened, things happen, and we grow and we, you know, evolve. But in regards to that, it was just a matter of, you know, thinking that I knew what was best for the other person and not understanding that they set their certain boundaries for a reason, for their own specific purposes. So with that being said, my growth journey in understanding and respecting boundaries has definitely not been linear. And what I mean by that is something that I realized a little while back that I wasn't the greatest at. And like sometimes I would work on it, so other times I would put it to the side. But recently it's happened like multiple times. I'm like, all right, Steph, you know, now this is affecting your relationships with other people. This is affecting your ability to be in certain areas, you know. And it's like, this is not healthy for yourself, nor the people around you, nor the people that take offense to it. So what can we do differently to change that, to make sure that we're working on ourselves daily in regards to respecting certain boundaries and also setting my own? And what I have lately been doing is just trying to understand and take a step back, put myself in the person's shoes. Like, say for instance, if I was the one that did not feel comfortable going to the gym or being in a space with too many people, how would I feel if someone tried to pressure me into doing it, you know? I took that step back, and like, granted, some people might view this video and just be like, okay, why didn't she know that already? And it's just like, you know, we're all a work in progress. We all have our own bad habits, and that was definitely one of mine, because sometimes I would view other people's boundaries or fears, or, you know, things that they, how do I say it? It's not a suffocation, but just their limits as like nonsense, because it wasn't one of my own limits. It wasn't something that I viewed as should limit you from doing the greatest things. And like, granted, you know, I am not that person. I am not you. I am not the person next to you. So I will not be able to understand and know what's best for you or what should work best for you. And that is where I learned to take the step back and say, okay, I am me. I am only me. I can't even save myself. So a matter of trying to make sure that other people are, you know, doing specifically what I feel is right is not, you know, the best thing, because they know what's best for them better than I know. Like, we go through a lot of things in silence. So, you know, in that aspect, people don't really know you the way they think they know you, if that makes sense. Like me, I am allowed to see what people show me, but we're not allowed to really know people in depthly, you know. And in that essence, respecting boundaries and growing in respecting other people's boundaries really matters, because I don't know what happens to them on the daily basis. I don't know what happens to them in the dark. I don't know how that boundary could have been like a suffocation in the past. I don't know how that boundary could have affected them, you know, throughout childhood, throughout, you know, adulthood. So just definitely growing and taking a moment to just look back on certain things and give people space and understanding limits is definitely like a matter of growth for me, a place that I am growing in. May not always agree, but I'm definitely growing in. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, in that space, don't pressure yourself. Like, when you are learning certain things about yourself every day, every week, every month, don't pressure yourself. Provide yourself with grace. Remind yourself, okay, I am a work in progress. I'm not going to get it right today. I'm not going to be an expert today. I'm not going to know it all today, but I will progressively get better. Like, my number one motto is I want to allow my good to get better and my better to become my best, because that's the whole motto. You know, we want to grow, we want to become great human beings. And I want to, you know, definitely use my platform, use my YouTube channel to definitely help other people grow in their mental spaces as well, because we are not stagnant. We shouldn't be stagnant. We should be, you know, always looking to elevate one another. So, you know, in elevating one another and in elevating ourselves. Always remember that we growing. You know, we are a work in progress at all times. You're not going to become the best. You're not going to know every single detail of how to do every single thing. You know, just give yourself grace, give yourself mercy, give yourself self-respect at all times. And yeah, let's get this money. Thank you for watching. Hashtag I was here, unfiltered. And I know my hair is cute today, guys. It's a little messy, but whatever. But thanks, guys.